Hello, and welcome to Financial Management Skills for Women. My name is Nancy Rizzuto, and I'm a founding partner and a principal at Capstrat, and I'm founder of the Capstrat Women's Forum. Capstrat is an independent fiduciary investment advisory firm that supports both individuals as well as institutions, and we're proud to be celebrating our 17th year in business. We're located here in Jupiter and headquartered in Oak Brook, Illinois. This video is part of a new resource called Keys to Success, which offers ongoing tools for your professional development. Keys to Success supports the Dress for Success of the Palm Beaches mission to empower women to own economic independence. The objective of this video is to educate and empower you to engage in and own your power around your finances. I'll be covering a few topics today, including empowerment and what financial empowerment is, what actions you can take today, your internal dialogue, and also offering some resources for you to look into. I believe deeply in helping people, especially women, achieve financial peace of mind. You know, every woman has the right to economic independence. And Dress for Success's mission is aligned with ours in the fact that the Women's Forum supports the personal, the professional, and the financial success of women through our community, through content, through our virtual programming, and by helping women live truly empowered and fulfilled lives. Today, we reach over 3,800 women here in South Florida, as well as Chicago. So let's get started. Let's talk about empowerment. So, empowerment is the process of becoming more confident and stronger as it relates to claiming one's rights and controlling one's life. And, when I talk about controlling one's life and claiming one's rights, those are rights that every woman has. These are not rights that we need to earn or that we're asking more than we deserve. Every woman has the right to economic independence. So, when we talk about financial empowerment means having the freedom to make the choices to live your desired life on your terms, not dictated by somebody else, but on your terms. It's about freedom, and money is power. And when I talk about money being power, I talk about it in a very positive sense, that it gives you the ability to make those choices. Choices like going back to school to further your education, or buying a home, or helping a family member, or starting a business that you've always had a burning desire to start. That is power. And owning your power is also about owning your actions and your decisions and your choices, because all of that dictates your ability to achieve economic independence and financial peace of mind. So, what actions can you take today towards achieving economic independence? So, there are a couple things. And keep in mind that it's really about creating good behaviors and good habits. Once you create a good behavior and you see and feel that momentum, it creates confidence and it creates empowerment within you. So, understanding some basic financial skills at any point in your life is essential. But in the middle of managing other life priorities, it's certainly no easy task. But there are a couple things you can do that will put you on the right path. The first is know your numbers and what you spend. So know what's coming in and what's going out. Coming in is your income, and going out are your expenses. Have a budget. Every individual should have a budget because it is going to help you understand and know where your money is going. Now, a budget has two components. The first are fixed expenses, and the other is variable expenses. So, fixed expenses are things that you have to pay every month, such as your rent or your mortgage, your car payment, your student loan payments, those are fixed every month. Variable expenses are things that fluctuate from month to month, such as groceries, car maintenance, maybe babysitting, things like that. But I would offer that variable expenses are where we can often get tripped up because we don't really know what we're spending. And we have to really, I think, determine if what we're spending our money on is of true value and brings us purpose. Now, I'm not saying that, you deprive yourself, but determine, is it really a need or a want? Now, a need of groceries, everybody needs groceries. A need are, prescriptions or whatever. Um, but a want is, do you really need that extra pair of pumps or that other purse? That is what I mean by need versus want. So monitor and evaluate your variable expenses because if your variable expenses get out of control, it can often derail your long term success. So, the other thing I would suggest is that you prioritize debt. So, when we talk about prioritizing debt, um, paying off your debt is essential to long term financial success, period. When you make a purchase, if you can pay in cash, pay in cash. If you can't pay in cash and you need to use a credit card, then just be sure that you pay that credit card off when it is due and that you're not accumulating unnecessary debt. Now, keep in mind that not all debt is bad. Debt to take out a mortgage, to buy a house, or to take out a loan to start a business, that's good debt. What is bad debt are, for example, those direct credit cards, whether that's a Macy's or a Nordstrom's, that can carry north of 18, 22% interest rates. If those are not paid off each month, that debt accumulates and again can, shift your financial success. The other is automate your savings. Be sure you automate your savings. Open a direct deposit account for your paycheck to go right into, that it never comes into your hands and goes right into a savings account, for example. Also, pay yourself first. Unless you have, credit card debt that you're paying off, if you don't have debt, we would encourage you to pay yourself first, whether it's in a high yield savings account, your IRA, or into your 401k. Also, it's really, really important to set money aside, to have an emergency fund for these unexpected life occurrences. So we typically suggest anywhere between 3 or 6 months of living expenses set aside in cash. This is just an emergency, such as you need a new car, you need to help out a family member, or you're getting a new refrigerator. Things that are unexpected, you always need to have an emergency fund. And then also, and really importantly, if your employer offers a 401k or a 403b, please participate. This is often the only vehicle people have these days to save for retirement. And again, it doesn't take you anything but signing up. The money can go directly from your paycheck into the 401k account. And remember, as I mentioned earlier, it's not about the dollar amount, it's about the behavior. So just start. And if it's just 1% that you can contribute, then make it 1%. And then maybe the year following, you can increase it a little bit more and a little bit more. And what's really important is that many employers will match what their employees contribute to their 401k or 403b. And that is free money. So please, if you have a retirement plan, check that out as well. The next thing I wanted to talk about was managing your internal dialogue and how we speak to ourselves. I love this quote by Gandhi because I find it to be so true. Each day On average, we have about 60,000 thoughts. And believe it or not, 70 to 80% of those are negative and often thoughts that we're repeating to ourselves. Talk to yourself with words that build your confidence, your self esteem, your self worth, and your power. Write it down and repeat it to yourself over and over again. The more we speak to ourselves with words of strength and power, the more we will believe it and become it. Being financially empowered for women is not about having a finance degree, it's not about being able to pick a stock. It's simply about being able to recognize where you are today and where you want to be in the future and taking action. Action is critical. So I'll ask you, what is one thing that you want to commit to today to achieve economic independence? Write it down. Put it on a sticky, put it on your night table, put it on the mirror in your bathroom, hang it on your computer monitor, put it on the dashboard over your car, and read it over and over again. And when I talk about actions, I'm talking about small steps that can add up to very big things. So now what? Where do you go from here? Well, there are a lot of tools and resources that we would really encourage you to check out. For example, budgeting. There are a lot of free budgeting apps out there that have a lot of different functionalities that offer a lot of different platforms and mechanisms and resources and education for you to check out. So I would look into those. There's also opportunities to consolidate debt. There are organizations out there that can help you consolidate multiple loans and can often help you in reducing your interest rate, which is always good. And then also just be sure to automate your savings. We would encourage you to open a savings account, a high yield savings account, for example, open an IRA or participate in your 401k. Start saving for your retirement because many times through the IRA or through retirement plans, it's the only shot that you get at retirement and you are worth it. So keep in mind these few key takeaways from today. The first is create a budget. To become economically independent, you need to know how you are spending and saving your money. The next is being economically independent and financially empowered means the freedom to make choices on your own. So create that budget, automatically save into an IRA or a 401k. Reduce your debt as best as possible. Thanks so much for joining me today. I believe in you and I hope that you will believe in yourself. Please access the Virtual Career Center at Dress for Success Palm Beaches, where they have a host of other tools and resources and videos for you to watch. And you can also make an appointment to schedule a one-on-one with a career coach. I'm excited to support you through the Keys to Success program. Thanks so much for watching, and here's to your economic independence.